Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blade and Board. I have John Dorsey, aka The Goob, and he is going to cook us today. John, tell us what we're cooking today.
Today, we're cooking some stuffed peppers. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Let's get going.
All right, so we're getting, he let me pick my knife. Now, Tony, what do we got here?
You know, right before we went to Blade Show, we actually did some of the pieces in a DLC, and of course, we topped them off with either carbon fiber or Ultem. And the Ultem just, to me, just knocked my doors off. I could have chose anything. We did some in some, some live wire carbon fiber and everything else, which looked amazing. All that stuff sold out. No, that's a standard 6K carbon fiber, which I love again. All the stuff sold out in a matter of minutes. But I have a couple different variations outside of this set that you've seen, and I think I sent you the.
I have the chefs. Yeah, the chefs.
You have the the 6-inch Santuka, which I love.
Now I didn't get DLC yet.
Well, I know a dude that knows a dude that makes.
You know Santa, right?
You know what? People laugh, but I do actually work with Santa Claus, and right now is about where it's going. But no, the DLC really came out really super, whether it's carbon fiber or the Ultem, like I said.
It's beautiful.
It just came out really super, super elegant. And like I said, we ran a ton of tests on the Ultem. We've used Ultem in builds before, and on small, minute, like delicate parts, it's not a great choice because it could crack.
Yeah.
But what we did here on these here is it's very thick cross sections and everything else, and we ran them through hundreds of dishwasher cycles and abuse and everything else. I've had zero to no issues with the
that was a thought I had, that the dishwasher is kind of the biggest enemy of a lot of nice knives, but these can go in the dishwasher.
100%. We don't advise it because they are fine knives.
Yeah.
But will they do it? Of course, because I want to know.
Well, because there's always you know not to put them in the dishwasher, but your family doesn't.
100%.
So you have to watch out.
100%. And that's another thing, is just letting them sit inside the sink. That's typically when a lot of people will get an injury, is they load up a sink full of dishes and then drop a kitchen knife in there, and somebody goes to stick their hand.
Yeah.
Dude, it could be lethal. Wow. Because these things are sharper than all that can be.
I've loved mine, man. I've had it for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I've not a single day I haven't used it.
Dude, I know, right? And we also did a very limited run in the M398, which is an alloy grade that has a little bit more bite to it as far as edge holding ability. It's a bitch the grind, a bitch the process, but we managed to go through a pilot run of that. So in the future, the pieces that we'll see is, we did some standard shaft and some other things, but we did this.
Ooh, that's a signature series.
That is a signature series, like a Gyuto type grind, which is a little bit more reinforced up in this section. Gives a little bit more weight and a little bit more sturdiness to the edge if you're doing heavy cutting. Of course, you could dice with it, but check that out. That's the Japanese style that I love. Wow. And we were able to get that done in limited numbers. I love that piece. I love that knife. So if you're splitting like shellfish or heavy bone or any of that type of stuff, or just splitting a chicken in general, the edge is a little bit more reinforced, like a teardrop edge, so it's nice.
The Mike Dick guys know when you see the signature on it. It's some good stuff.
Man. Yeah. And like I said, the whole new process of how we sharpen, but the DLC, I just love that.
Dude, the DLC Ultem, that's the guy.
Utility right there.
So which one of these are we going to victimize these peppers with?
Dude, man, you pick today. We have some up in the knife chock up top, but you have everything from the pairing to the utility. I would suggest the pairing, utility, and then you pick whatever else you want to use. You can use them all, man. I mean, the boning blade, I don't think we need today, but if we're gonna,
we could use it. We could find a purpose.
We could find a purpose behind it.
Some onion or something.
But
this guy for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll leave that one out. We'll leave out 6-inch Santuku. Yeah. We'll go ahead and lay that out, and we'll just lay the knives out, the ones that you want to use today.
This guy.
100%.
I think we got to give this a spin too.
100%, and I'm thinking the utility.
Done.
All right. Very good. All right. Sheath these back up and get them on set out of the way, and we'll get cooking.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start by boiling rice. Now, Tony, have you ever had botan?
I have. It's very, very good. It's hard to find because not all the grocery stores carry it, but like Fresh Market and all those others, we had to go down into Asheville to find it, but we did find it.
It's always in the Asian aisle too. It's like
100%. You're not going to find it in the Italian aisle for sure.
It's sushi rice. I like it because I think it's chewier and better than like jasmine rice or long grain. You can use any rice, but the rice we're using today, my favorite, cow roots.
All right.
So let's open this guy. We're going to put it in the water. I can use this knife.
You could use whatever you need, man.
All right, all right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, move.
Go. Yeah, don't sling it all up. Yeah, you're talking like nothing, bro.
Whew. All right.
There's nothing like having sharp knives in the kitchen. I mean, but yeah, you can see how cleanly that cut.
We can't close the bag, so we're gonna have to make.
You know what? What we'll do is after we do this, we'll go ahead and we'll seal it in another Tupperware or something along those lines.
Done.
For safekeeping at the end of the
Just
day. But yeah,
let's do it.
Go
So we're
ahead,
gonna put this rice in here, and the rule is you want about a knuckle of water above your rice. You don't have to measure it. You can measure it if you want. I think they usually say 2 to 1, but we're gonna put it in here till we're about to that threshold, which is right there. We're making a lot of rice, Tony.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're gonna throw it on.
Let's go.
Bring me the peppers!
Bring in the peppers.
So the beauty of stuffed peppers are it's really simple and you can't mess it up. You chop the top off of a pepper, you stuff it with beef and rice and whatever else you really want.
Yeah.
We got garlic today, some Italian seasoning, salt, pepper.
Nice.
And that's that. You put it in the oven and make it happen. So step 1, we have to decapitate these guys.
Nice.
Easy.
Good. Knife is good and sharp.
Straight through. That's
I know.
straight
No,
through.
sharp knives are important, you know.
Right.
I'll go ahead and clear these for you. Nice. Give that a bite. Oh, these are wonderful. So, John, do tell us a little bit. I mean, whatever cooking experience you have, did you learn from your mom, your folks, your dad, or just out of I got to cook for myself to eat and live and survive?
So this was my summer food. So my mom and dad both worked growing up.
Of course.
And anytime it was summer or winter break, this is what my mom would make. She went to work at the bank. My dad worked at a steel mill. And she would make a ton of these, put it in the fridge, and I could microwave it. It survived.
I got you.
And this was my favorite thing to eat. It never got old. It still hasn't got old. And when I went to law school, this is the only thing I knew how to make. This is like the only recipe I knew, so I would just make it every single day and take it with me.
You know what?
Easy.
If I had to eat a stuffed pepper every day, that would not be a dirty stick in the eye. It has everything you need.
All right.
You
Now
know,
we're gonna
'cause,
take these tops too, and we're
Yeah.
gonna mince them up because
That's what I thought.
we have to stuff the pepper inside the pepper.
Get you
Like
another.
a pepper cannibal type.
What's that, bro?
You wanna get some of these going too?
So we're just doing a simple dice.
Yep. Nothing to see.
Oh, look at that. Boom.
Has anybody cut themselves on the on air yet?
You know, on air? No, not as of yet, but you know, today is early, so. Just kidding. You know, trying to be as careful as possible. These knives are, you know, beyond razor sharp.
Yeah.
You know, the catcher testing and everything we did on them was phenomenal. The results are good. But we also cut these a little bit differently than what we do on even the standard Microtech knives. We've tried to develop, you know, no secret sauce, but you know, we've sharpened a lot of knives over the years. But
Now, if I have this at home, how do I sharpen it after a while?
You know,
how
probably
long can I expect it to be good and true until I need to do it again?
You know, the biggest thing is it depends on how you cut. You know, if you cut on good boards and everything else, and you're cutting, you know, you're cutting vegetables and stuff like that, it holds an edge forever. You know, will they eventually need to be re-edged? The answer is 100% yes. You know, so you know, whatever you can do yourself, there's so many different options for sharpening. You know, our thing with the Microtechs is the packaging, or at least the more advanced packaging that's coming in, is a great carton to send it back to the factory and get it re-edged.
So they can mail it back at any time.
Life of the knife, if you want a factory edge and a little bit of a cleanup on your knife, you can get that done. But you know, for yourself, I'm gonna say there's so many. Like Wicked Edge is a really, really good one to do an edge. It's a little bit more involved, but if you want to get an unbelievable edge on your knife, just as good, if not even better, what we're doing, a Wicked Edge. You know, the Lansky sharpeners are really good, but there's so many really good ones that'll hold the edge and reposition it so that you don't need a whole lot of skill.
So you get the right angle and all that.
The right angle is key to getting an edge on a blade.
Now, what angle are these sharpened?
They're probably, if I had to do it, these are still all done by hand.
Oh, wow.
But I'm gonna say probably at 18, 19 degrees is where we're at on these edges.
Incredible.
Yeah. And we use a series of belts and a new flapped leather wheel that we just had made in Germany. And I first seen these in Japan. And I managed to get one, and it was great to be able to get, but we finally had some of these wheels made, and they work unbelievably well as far as this curriculum is concerned. So it's a new way of of doing the edges, but I'll show you today when we go to buy the shop and Microtech. I'll show you.
So every single one of these is finished by hand.
100 billion%. Wow.
I saw the price point. That's very amazing. That's incredible.
You know, when we got down to the price point, we wanted to be, you know, we didn't want to be. Could we have charged more? 100%. But my thing is we have an objective. We want to be in every home in America and every home abroad. So, you know, to be able to give some value, you know, we don't want to go broke doing it, but at the end of the day, you know, we wanted to give something that had a tremendous amount of value for everyone.
I mean, it's a great 100%. Price. It's, you know, to some people it's a buy once, cry once, but to other people it's.
I get it.
There's other makers that are selling for the same amount that aren't doing it by hand, that aren't lifetime warrantying it, that aren't doing it in DLC.
Right. There's so many different options in kitchenwares. I mean, you could buy. There's so many things that you can get from the Asian sector. I mean, everybody. You could buy a 21-piece set of knives for $70 at Walmart if you want to, but that's not.
It won't last. Yeah.
It's not going to. Not for the lifetime. You know, some of the folks had commented that I don't have a vegetable scraper. I'm getting one of those. I love kitchen gadgets, so whoever told me to do that, it's like a little scraper that you use to put that in.
They just wanted you to make a Murphy-owned vegetable scraper. That's really what they meant.
That would actually be quite cool, because I would be down for sure.
You have shot glasses. Why not?
We have shot glasses and some other cool stuff. There you go. There you go.
All right, so we're going to core these guys. We're going to take our Microtech Knives official paring knife, put it on its side. As Tony just showed me, I usually do it this way.
Do it. You can do it that way.
But
there's two ways to do it.
These guys are razor sharp, and I'm not trying to cut myself.
Do it if you slip. That's gonna suck.
So I'm gonna put it on my side. Go like this, this, and you're done. Throw that away. Clean the rest of it out. You don't want any seeds in there. First one. First blood. All right, so the knives are sharp.
I didn't tell you so.
I cut all the way through.
Nice. It's like anything else. The knives are sharp. Peppers are great because even with a super sharp knife, it's easy to slip.
Yeah.
Do we need to cauterize this? Because we can. That'd be a neat video, wouldn't it? If we heat up the thing and then like.
I think we're gonna do it. Who has a lighter? All right, so I drew first blood. I'm gonna review the knives. They're extremely sharp.
Okay, after we do that, yeah, we're gonna let you know, but we're gonna be in for a Band-Aid. Stay tuned. So, you know what, I was just talking, you know, rice, this particular dish in general, you know, from its nutritional value, you know, why do you choose to eat it? You know, I know that you do a ton in the fitness side. You've been coaching for many, many years.
Yeah.
You know.
So a lot of people don't know that about me, but my actual real job, I coach competitive bodybuilders. Okay. I've done it for the last 10 years. And I don't know, it's just simple food. It's rice, 90-10 meat. It's easy, simple. It's the cheapest thing you could possibly make, and you can make a lot of it.
Yeah.
So like rice is such an attractive food for bodybuilding because it doesn't upset most people's stomach. It digests really easily.
Easy to eat. Yeah.
And for $8, you could eat as much rice as you wanted. Like that bag probably costs $6. And that's the Botane Calrose rice is like, if we're talking about, it's the Grey Goose of rice. It's top shelf. Like it's really good rice. But you could go to Walmart and buy a 50-pound bag of rice for no money at all. And eat for a really long time. So I think that's what attracts a lot of people to it. A lot of bodybuilders get into it because they're broke and they're like, this is, I can be jacked and it's free to be jacked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you got to feed the machine. I know that.
Yeah.
As far as nutrition is concerned.
When I was in law school, I had absolutely nothing, and the only way I could really eat and survive was to eat like a bodybuilder, and that's actually what got me really into it.
Really?
I was like, wow, I'm doing this anyway. I could just go to the gym, and I started competing, and it becomes an obsession. It really does.
Absolutely, that's really cool.
So we're getting this all out of there. You'll have some seeds and stuff, but you can just wash that out before we stuff them.
100%.
You want to get one of these?
Yeah, I'll get one.
Right. And if once we're ready to go, we're gonna stuff them with the caps that we have diced up here. All good, beautiful.
This one's got some front bone on the inside.
I think that one's dead. Yeah, that one's dead to us. Yeah, guys.
That one there. Yeah.
You see this in the center?
Yeah, that's time to.
Don't chance it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's a little bit of black and moldy in there, and it's fine. We don't need to eat this one.
Yeah.
We're just gonna throw it away. Not worth it.
This one's good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have you ever made stuffed peppers before?
100%.
What's your favorite? I mean, everybody does something different on the inside. For me, beef,
I mean,
rice.
yeah, beef and rice and everything else. I mean, I've actually, the beef and rice, we've actually have done them with ground turkey.
Oh, wow.
And the ground turkey is really good. And we also have done them, since I'm not like the great American hunter or nothing like that, but I did kill a muley last year. And the ground beef that came out of that muley, to put them in peppers like this, makes my mouth water.
Amazing.
It is so lean.
I've
It's so
done
good.
venison stuff.
Yeah,
before.
the venison is really good. A mule deer from out west. Elk would have been even better.
Yeah.
Elk's probably the most healthiest, out of all the lean meats that you could eat from a nutritional value. And, but yeah, I mean, my wife Kate has done them a couple different ways. And I've when I was in Bradford, we still have the factory there. There was a lady, her name was Bonnie Johnson, and she worked in our processing department. She would always bring them in for my boys. So that's actually my son Sean's wife's aunt. So Bonnie would bring in those damn things, and my son Tony, he'd get the whole pan, he'd put it in the heat treat oven, and he'd heat them up in there. It was the funniest thing, and we'd eat because we'd work all kind of crazy hours. But you could do a lot with a heat treat oven on the lower temperatures, or even higher temperatures for that matter. But the peppers would come in, and I've had them all different ways. And but yeah, I mean, beef typically, ground turkey, deer meats, whatever.
It's an easy, and I don't I'm not a vegetable guy, but it kind of forces you to. The container is a vegetable, and it just forces you. Like, this is the only way I like to eat vegetables.
Right. I get it. No, the flavor is unbelievable,
and it's colorful. It's beautiful.
Kate would top hers off with like a Parmesan cheese topping, and it would be a little crunchy on the top. So
I think we have some cheese to top it too.
Yeah, I think we can.
All right, so next step, we have to start browning our beef. Now, I usually use 90-10. He says he uses turkey, elk, whatever you want to use.
You could use whatever. I mean, if you can get the 90-10, 80-20, whichever. But I mean, if you want to stay on the more leaner side, that's totally available. And but 90-10 would definitely get it done.
We're gonna start by browning this meat. We got 90-10 here. You can use pretty much anything you want. Tony was just telling me how he did elk. He's done bison.
Yeah.
Every animal you could possibly kill, you could put in this pan and stuff in your pepper. But today we're putting 90-10 lean. So
90-10 lean will do it.
Can I grab one of those blades? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got that open.
Yep.
Being very careful now. First Band-Aid. All right. Put it in there. You don't have to.
So good.
You don't really have to think about putting any butter or Pam or anything in your pan if you're using 90-10.
Yeah, if you're getting a little bit of fat off the meat, it's going to go ahead and cook along with that.
Now, if you're using like ground chicken, you probably want to put something in the pan because there's not a lot of fat in that. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna wash my hands off.
Yes, chef.
Took you long enough. Thank you, chef.
Yes, chef.
All right, and I'm a huge garlic guy. Love garlic salt, garlic seasoning. We have ancient fine sea salt, which is just like Himalayan pink salt, and Lowry's garlic salt. We're also going to dice up a couple cloves of garlic.
All right, let's get that ready.
Garlic powder, maybe overkill on the garlic here, but we like garlic, so we're doing it anyway.
So, John, tell me a little bit about your competition life. I mean, where did you start?
So, when I was probably 2011, 2012.
Okay.
I was sneaking into a gym I worked at a call center.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford a gym membership, so I started sneaking into this gym after 8 p.m. It was 24 hours.
Nice.
And just follow somebody in. And I just wanted to work out, but I accidentally joined this gym that was only bodybuilders.
Oh shit.
And they just sort of like took me under their wing, and you're doing what they're doing. I'd never been to a gym before. I was just sort of like brand new to it. And to me, that was normal. To compete and whatever, like that was what all these guys were doing, so it made sense. So, and this was the last time I competed was 2018. I was in competitive body. Just since then, I've just been a coach.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's very stressful. You have to be 100% committed to it, either the diet, the training, everything.
Sure.
And I found way more love in just coaching.
Yeah.
And helping others, accomplish their stuff. But I'm still very much in that world. I don't compete anymore, clearly.
Right.
But I like my food. I don't like all that much cardio. But these things you learn about, white rice is always a staple in my diet. Chicken is always a staple in my diet. Beef always a staple in my diet. You never sort of stop eating that way entirely.
Yeah.
I remember the first show I ever did. I didn't know what to expect because this was 2014, 2015.
Okay.
Instagram wasn't where it's at in the fitness world right now. You didn't have all this information at your fingertips. There weren't coaches that were available online.
Right.
It was just, you sort of showed up and you either were really good or really bad, and I was really bad. I just showed up and got smoked, just destroyed.
Right.
And then I actually met somebody at the show that was a coach and kind of got it together from there.
Okay, cool.
Next year I won. It was all right.
That's awesome. That's awesome news. John, tell us. I know that you know, part of what you do, you know, from the standpoint is you expose frauds.
Yeah.
You know, you expose frauds in a big way. I've seen you expose frauds, also expose pedophiles, stuff like that. Tell us about that, because I think what you're doing is you know, evil's going to continue in this world if good people, you know, if good men do nothing.
Yeah.
And you
It's,
know,
I
I
mean, it's a
commend
passion
you.
project.
I commend you for standing up.
It's not the job I asked for, but it's the job I was given. I've always sort of talked smack and, you know, called things out if I thought they were wrong, and
Right.
I just did it consistently for a few months, and then people just start to look at you as, hey, you know, here's this story, like, can you help me do something about it? Every single day I get a call or a DM or a message or a text from somebody that's asking for my help in something, and it's never a financial thing. It's always can you help me get this done type of thing.
Right.
This morning I got tagged in. There's a guy in the fitness industry that has this history of beating women, and he's a big name, and I'm doing it. You know, I'm gonna do a story on it. There's 8 women that all have the same story, which sometimes that stuff is, you know, one girl says one thing and one guy says one thing.
I get it.
It's
Somebody
not,
gets a little disgruntled. I get it.
but it's the same story over and over and over, and it's a big name. So, you know, those are the little things that nobody else would speak about. He's a big sponsored athlete that has lots of pull in the industry, and a lot of people wouldn't say anything, and that's why he continues to do it, because I'm sure these girls told somebody and they said, it couldn't be, or his sponsors kept him, everybody kept him, but
sure.
So, you know, I have to do it, and when I talk about it, people will listen. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Not to say I'm somebody, but they respect my opinion.
No, people definitely respect your opinion, 100%. And I know you run into your trials, you know, with doing it, you know, because you know, doing things the right way does sometimes come at a cost.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're going at the bad peoples, they want to go at you too, and it's part of the game and part of how that all plays out. I've never said anything that I regret, though. You know, as tough and difficult as it's been and stressful to deal with this and people trying to sue me and all that.
Right.
I'm proud that I've always said the right thing. I'm proud that I've always stood up for what I believe.
It's the right way.
You know, you got to look out for the little guy. I've always been the little guy. All right, so guys, we've minced our garlic properly. We got our beef in the pan. We love garlic. We have garlic salt. We have some Himalayan salt. We're gonna mix it all together, throw it in the pan. You're just gonna chop it up, make it brown. We'll show you in just a second. Let's add this. All right.
Nice.
Just throw that in there. We're also going to,
oh, that's right. Add your,
I almost forgot, we're gonna add the pepper tops. Throw those guys in there.
that's gonna be tasty, dude.
We're gonna hit it with a little bit of garlic salt, Lowry's, and that should be proper. We'll throw it on the range and make it happen.
Let's go.
So heat doesn't have to be precise. Put it on halfway. You just got to get it hot. You'll know. You're gonna brown the meat. If it's not completely cooked, that's okay, because you're gonna be putting it in the oven later for 40 minutes. So just brown it. Make sure it's combined. Make sure it's most of the way there. Halfway through, you could put some cheese in if you like it to be extra cheesy. I'm not a cheese guy. I'll put cheese on the top, but it's up to you. It's the beauty of it. So we're gonna leave this, let it get hot, and then we'll move it around later in a few minutes. So we still got this going. There's no exact science to it. You're just gonna stir this around until all the meat's brown. Like right now, it's sort of red. We're not looking for that. We're looking for this nice brown, mostly done, so that we can stuff it in the pepper and get it in the oven. While we're doing this, we're probably gonna start preheating the oven, and you're gonna go for 350 to 375. So this is about what it should look like. Pretty good.
And
Not completely
that's
done.
pretty lean because there's not a whole lot of like liquids in the pan, so that worked out really well.
90-10, gotta love it.
I like it.
Because otherwise you gotta drain it, and it's
No,
like,
I know.
it ends up
Yeah,
being the
yeah.
same thing. Just
100%,
like, you get more meat for your money.
That's
if it makes
100%
sense. Yeah.
sure. It's leaner. It's better for your heart.
It's true.
So, yeah.
So we're gonna take this off. Actually, we're not going to take this off. We're going to put the rice in. We're going to add some tomato sauce, a little more
You want me
seasoning.
to go ahead and pop the cans?
Pop the cans.
Okay, popping the cans.
Let's do it. Now, you don't want to put a lot of rice in. We made a ton of rice here. We love rice, but you're just going to add maybe 25% of the amount of beef that you have in rice.
All right,
Move
John,
this
here you
aside. Now, if you overcook your rice and it's a little dry or something, which this rice is perfect, it doesn't matter because you're going to be adding tomato sauce and all that to it anyway, and it'll bring it back to life.
Just want to see how you made it.
This is perfect.
Yeah, try it. I love that.
Right. So, put this aside. Tomato sauce. Do not use tomato paste. You will be severely disappointed.
Yeah.
I've done it before. Go. On with it.
Nice.
We're gonna use the whole can.
Roger that.
Yes, chef. All right, we're gonna mix it up.
Love it.
Now, I'm a big hot sauce guy. If this were just for me, I'd be putting hot sauce in at this moment, but it's not for everybody. So, you a hot sauce guy?
I mean, I'm willing to experiment, but
Tapatio, what do we got? What do we
I
got?
don't know what we got here in hot sauce. Let me check.
All right, we're about ready to
This is
start
all I got. I got
stuffing.
Mexican hot sauce, man. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Knock
Perfect.
yourself up.
Perfect.
Don't go nuts, but you know, I want to feel my face later, but you know,
All
I'm
right.
willing to, a little spice is not bad.
There we go. All right, just a little bit goes a long way. Done.
That looks great, John.
All right, so we got to start staging our peppers. One thing that people overlook with stuffed peppers is you want them to steam in the pan, so you put a tiny little film of water on the bottom.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that first, put our peppers in, and then fill them up.
All right.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so we've browned our meat. We've put the rice in, we put the tomato sauce in. We got all the garlic, all the pepper remnants in there. We're gonna start stuffing them, add them to the pan, put a film of water, and toss it in the oven. Let's do that right now.
Let's go.
Right, I'm gonna grab my first one. Put it in.
John, is that spoon too big or
Perfect.
Good,
It's the
good.
right size. Now, once we put all these
Nice.
peppers in, we're gonna take our Microtech water. Very important. And we're gonna put just a little bit so that when you put it in the oven, it steams. So that the peppers get done. Right. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Nice. It's gonna be delish. That's inside here. There we go. Yes. Perfecto.
I might have overdone it on the hot sauce, and for that, I apologize.
Just kidding.
Can you get the man some milk?
Popsicles, please.
Next step, very important, Microtech water. We're gonna add just a little bit of this, and it's only just to help them steam. You put a little bit in there, a little bit in there. All good.
Good deal.
And that's enough. All right, and of course, cheese on top. Sargento.
Sargento.
You want to do the honors?
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
My hands are clean.
He said it, so it's true. Now, while we've been doing this, our oven's been preheating for the last 20-25.
She's good. Yeah, as long as the light's off, she's up to stem.
Lights off, she's there. We're gonna toss it in 30 to 40 minutes. You can't mess this up. If you take them out a little early, your peppers just won't be as done, but it's fine. Throw it in the microwave, it's fine. Those all look good, good coverage, maybe a little more over here.
Yeah, because it's gonna melt. Put
Yeah.
some more cheese on.
Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. We can't be
Don't
stingy
skimp
with
on
the
the
cheese.
cheese, man.
Done,
Do
done.
that thing like this.
A little bit there. Okay. Sargento. Sargento.
Hey,
Into the oven we go.
molto bene.
I'll follow you.
Grazie.
All right. And let's go.
You got it?
Slowly. Beautiful.
I think that'll do.
Perfect. Welcome back, guys. It's been 40 minutes. We're going to now put on these protective gloves and take our peppers out of the oven.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Wait.
All right. Oh, no. Okay. Close enough.
You know, we tried.
We're now going to grab it out of the oven. So we here?
Yes, sir.
Let's get down, grab them
Those
out.
look amazing.
Be very careful not to tip these guys.
Yep.
Woo.
Dude,
that.
those look amazing.
Nice crust on top. Beautiful.
I think the peppers are perfectly cooked too because they have that little bit of just a little bit of wrinkle.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of wrinkle.
You're looking
beautiful.
wrinkle. If they're not wrinkling, just let them go. So we did 40 minutes exactly.
John's gonna go ahead and demonstrate.
Right. So,
There you go, John.
sir.
Pinterest.
Right. So we're gonna grab a good looking one right here. Set them down.
That's beautiful.
We're just gonna cross section it.
Dude, look at that. Hot.
There we go.
I love it.
Piping hot.
Yes, that's wonderful. Molto bene. Bellissimo. Cheers, bro. Good job.
Cheers. Perfection.
Everyone, we thank you for this last edition of Blade and Board with John Dorsey, the Goob, making us these awesome, stuffed peppers. John, thank you for coming on board.
Sir,
we
thank you so
look
much for
forward
having
to
me.
having you back again for sure. So
Absolutely.
definitely stay tuned and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.